We are so grateful and have absolutely loved sharing our enthusiasm and passion for mid-century homes and architecture in Canberra. The home on Merning Crescent, Aranda was designed by Robert Campbell. He was an architect and he built the home with his family. I loved its connection to garden, its north orientation, exposed brick and timber panelling throughout. This home did have a special place in our heart as we met Bob many years ago and did a short video with him as he talked about the architecture and design of his home, which he was so deeply proud of.
The Patterson House is at 7 Duad Place, Aranda, designed by Enrico Taglietti and built in 1970. The house is really a piece of the architectural history of our city, and it's been incredible to come here over the last 4 weeks. We've had over 600 people lined up to get a look inside, which I think just proves how many people in the community love it as much as what we do.
The medium density apartment block, Blamey Heights in Campbell, is representative of Harry Seidler's influence. The design is influenced by post-war international style and is represented by mezzanine floors, cubiform, double height ceilings and expanses of glass. Whether a studio, a 2-bedroom apartment or a 3-bedroom townhouse, these properties have stood the test of time. They are nearly at least 50 years old and they're still really cool. As a design city, the 1970s saw a further increase in medium density development as the NCDC began actively promoting the idea of townhouse living, such as at the Swinger Hill demonstration project and Waibalina Grove and Urambi.
Waibalina Grove and Urambi Village were designed by Michael Dysart in the 70s. The style of the development was unique for the time, it was experimental and a cooperative style approach.
I'm here at the iconic Urambi Village in Canberra. This series of properties was designed by Michael Dysart as part of a cooperative housing project in the 70s. He wanted to shake up the norms of medium density housing, and this particular complex was designed around livability with a central spine corridor running down the centre of the complex.
I'm standing here in Crozier Circuit in Canberra. We've had the absolute pleasure of marketing a Williamson home. Williamson is an iconic design spread throughout Canberra, and what's really special about it is that Williamson wasn't actually an architect. He was a developer who had a really strong interest in architecture and was heavily influenced by people like Frank Lloyd Wright. It's been so special to market this home, and you can clearly see the mid-century design features throughout the property. You've got the raked ceilings, exposed timber beams, floor-to-ceiling glass windows, and a really beautiful connection to the outdoors.
The majority of these homes were built in the 70s, so you'll see that they've used modernist principles, like for example the one that's here behind me, where they've used natural elements such as exposed brick and high vaulted ceilings and glass throughout that sort of connects the inside to the out. What I love most about established suburbs like Hawker and Wittangra is that most of the homes here are privately built, so it's not unusual to find some architectural gems lining the streetscapes, much like the back of Hawker at Corundy Place, where you'll find one of the Pettit and Sevett's original display villages.
So to end our mid-century modern story, we're finishing up the most perfect house, the Theo Bischoff House in Campbell, purchased earlier this year by Bronwyn Blue. It was built in 1961 by the Cleland family, a beautiful connection of house and garden, and a Christmas martini with Canberra Modern and BDA interiors. What a beautiful finish to the year.